Ignoring you is her first move, but what's yours? Let's face it, when a woman starts ignoring you, it's a power play. She's not just busy or distracted. No, she's testing you, whether consciously or unconsciously. She wants to see how much you'll chase her, how desperate you'll get, and if you'll break your frame. And too often, men fall for this trap. They start texting more, calling incessantly, or bending over backward to win her attention. Let me tell you something that might sting. The moment you chase her, you've already lost her respect. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A woman ignoring you doesn't mean she's uninterested. It means she's watching your reaction. Your move now defines everything. Are you going to crumble and beg for her attention? Or will you show her that your world doesn't revolve around her? Because here's the kicker. Women are more attracted to men who don't need them than men who suffocate them. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding the psychology behind attraction. Women are wired to respond to strength, independence, and mystery. When you react to her coldness, with emotional outbursts or endless pursuit, you're broadcasting one thing: weakness. And trust me, no woman respects a man she sees as weak. The solution? Do the one thing most men are too afraid to do: step back. Give her space to feel the absence of your attention. Let her wonder why you're not chasing her. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable and feels counterintuitive. But it works like magic. Why? Because silence forces her to think about you. By stepping back, you shift the power dynamic. Suddenly, she's questioning if she made the right move. Your absence creates a void that only you can fill. And that's when she starts chasing you instead of the other way around. So, are you ready to stop reacting and start controlling the narrative? Let's dive in and explore exactly what you need to do when a woman ignores you. Trust me, this is a game changer. 1. Stop texting her immediately. When a woman ignores you, the worst thing you can do is flood her inbox with messages, pleading for her attention or asking what's wrong. Silence is your most powerful weapon. Texting her immediately when she begins to pull away shows desperation, and nothing repels a woman faster than that. Women are incredibly intuitive. They can sense when a man feels unbalanced or insecure. Instead of making her miss you, constant communication reassures her that you're always available, and availability is not attractive. Here's the psychology behind it. Humans naturally desire what they don't fully have. When you're constantly texting her, she knows she has you in the palm of her hand. She doesn't have to make an effort because you're doing all the chasing. By stepping back and stopping the messages, you disrupt her sense of control. Suddenly, she's wondering why you've gone quiet. Was it something she did? Did you lose interest? This uncertainty triggers curiosity and intrigue, forcing her to think about you even if she was ignoring you before. Practical example. Let's say you've been talking to a woman and suddenly her replies slow down, becoming dry or non-existent. Most men panic at this stage, sending multiple texts like, "Hey, is everything okay?" or "Did I do something wrong?" This reaction only confirms that she holds all the power. Instead, you stop texting completely. At first, she might not notice. But as hours turn into a day or two, she'll start wondering why you haven't reached out. The curiosity builds, especially if she sees you posting on social media, looking confident and unbothered. She might even text you with something casual like, "Hey, how have you been?" That's her testing the waters to see if she still has your attention. The key is to remain calm and controlled in your response, showing her you're not fazed by her earlier behavior. Why this works. This strategy works because it flips the dynamic. Instead of you chasing her, she starts to feel the pull of your absence. It's not about playing games. It's about maintaining self-respect. If a woman is genuinely interested, she'll return once she realizes you're not going to beg for her attention. And if she doesn't, then you've dodged a bullet. Your silence is not weakness. It's strength in disguise. Let her come to you. 2. Stay busy and unavailable. When a woman ignores you, the worst move is to sit around waiting for her to notice you again. Doing nothing but obsessing over her absence only makes you more frustrated and, frankly, unattractive. Instead, you need to stay busy and make yourself unavailable. The moment she realizes you're not waiting around for her, her perception of you will shift dramatically. Here's the psychology. Women value men who value themselves. If you drop everything to try and figure out why she's distant, you're signaling that your life revolves around her. That's not attractive. What is attractive? A man who's living his life chasing his goals and doesn't have time to worry about whether someone is texting him back. When you make yourself unavailable, you subconsciously send a message. I'm valuable and my time is precious. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a sense of purpose and don't prioritize them above their own ambitions. The contrast is stark. While she's pulling back, you're moving forward, and that's magnetic. The importance of being unbothered. You need to genuinely live your life, not pretend to. Go to the gym, focus on your career, spend time with your friends, develop new skills. When she notices that your attention isn't fixed on her anymore, it will mess with her head. Women aren't used to being ignored, especially by a man they once held power over. This isn't about revenge or manipulation. It's about recalibrating the dynamic. When she sees that your world doesn't collapse in her absence, she'll respect you more. And respect is the foundation of attraction. A real shift in perspective. Think about this. Would you find someone attractive who sat around sulking because you weren't giving them attention? Probably not. The same applies to her. She doesn't want a man who's easily available. She wants a challenge, and nothing challenges her more than seeing you thrive without her involvement. When she finally reaches out, she'll find a man who's busier, more confident, and less emotionally dependent. That's what draws her back. Not your words, not your texts, but your actions. Stay unavailable. Stay productive. Let her wonder what she lost while you were out living your best life. That's how you win. 3. Don't chase, let her come to you. When a woman starts ignoring you, the biggest mistake you can make is to chase after her. I get it. It feels like everything inside you is telling you to reach out, to find out what's going on, to make things right. But you've got to wake up and realize that chasing only lowers your value. It's simple. People are drawn to what they can't have. And when you chase someone who's already pulling away, it sends the message that you're desperate, and that's not attractive. Women, just like men, are wired to want what they can't easily obtain. When you're constantly pursuing her, you become predictable and easy. The chase is over, and the thrill dies. Think about it this way. When you chase, you're actually losing your power. You're giving away your control over the situation. You're putting yourself in a position of neediness, and women can smell that a mile away. When you constantly show up, begging for attention or trying to fix things, you're giving her the upper hand. You're putting your value in her hands instead of standing strong in your own worth. Men, stop chasing. It's time to step back and let her realize what she's losing. If she's ignoring you, there's a reason for it. She's either testing you or she's already lost interest. Either way, your best move is to take a step back, focus on yourself, and let her come to you when she's ready. If you keep chasing, you're just reinforcing the behavior that caused the issue in the first place. Women want a man who commands respect, not one who begs for attention. When you stop chasing, you show her that you're a man of high value. You have a life outside of her, and you don't need her to complete it. Let her feel the void, and let her figure out if she wants to fill it. You're not waiting around for her approval. So, if you want her to start chasing you, stop chasing her. Be the man who doesn't settle, who stands firm in his own life and purpose. When she sees you living your life without her, she'll wonder what she's missing, and eventually come running back. That's when you have the power. 4. Wake up. Don't let your life revolve around her. If you're letting your entire life revolve around a woman, you need to wake up. Too many men fall into this trap, where they think everything in their world should be focused on her. This is a massive mistake. When a woman starts ignoring you, it's a sign that you've lost your balance. You've let her control too much of your attention and energy. Your life should not depend on her approval or presence. This is something many men struggle to understand. The truth is, when you lose yourself in the pursuit of a woman, you give away your power. You put all your emotional eggs in one basket, and when she withdraws, it leaves you feeling lost. But here's the key. You are the prize, not her. So, why are you letting everything come to a standstill because she's not texting back? That's weak. When you revolve your world around a woman, you're not only showing her you don't have a life outside of her, but you're also proving to yourself that you don't believe in your own worth. A woman will never respect you if you don't respect your own life first. It's time to flip the script. When she pulls away, stop letting your world stop too. Go out, invest in yourself, build your goals, grow your passion. When she sees that you're living your life without needing her, your value increases. You stop becoming just the guy who's available for her and start becoming the man she'll start fearing she might lose. Here's the harsh truth. Men who worship women, who revolve their world around her every move, are setting themselves up for failure. You'll lose respect, and eventually, she'll lose interest. Stop acting like the world stops spinning when she ignores you. Your life is way bigger than that. So wake up. When she ignores you, don't chase her. Instead, focus on the things that make you the man she wants. Become the guy she can't afford to lose. You'll see her start to respect you more. And yes, she'll come back. But this time, you'll be in control of the situation, not her. Put your focus back where it belongs, on yourself. That's when the game changes. 5. Don't chase, let her come back to you. Chasing a woman when she pulls away is the worst thing you can do. Stop running after her. You need to realize that this behavior is not only unattractive, but it also makes you appear weak and desperate. Men who chase women don't understand their own value. If you're running after her while she ignores you, you're telling her that you're disposable. You're essentially begging for her attention, and that's not how a strong man operates. When she pulls away, your first instinct might be to chase after her, trying to get her to talk, explain, or just give you the time of day. Don't. It's not your job to convince her to stay. You are not here to plead for attention. A woman needs to know that you're okay without her. And if she can't handle your space or independence, then she's not someone worth chasing. Stop trying to prove your worth to her. It's the fastest way to kill attraction. When you chase her, you lower your own value. You signal to her that your life revolves around her approval, and women hate that. It's not about being harsh or unkind. It's about showing your strength and independence. If she's ignoring you, it means she's either testing you or she's not as interested as she once was. Don't make it worse by chasing her. Instead, let her come back to you. When she realizes that you've stopped chasing her, that's when she'll begin to wonder what's going on. You're no longer available on her terms, and suddenly, she may feel the loss of your attention. This is when she'll begin to miss you, wonder what you're up to, and come looking for you. Chasing a woman is not attractive. Let her see that you have a life outside of her. Women love a man who is focused on his purpose, and the moment you stop making her your everything, you'll actually become more attractive. By stepping back, you give her the space to value you again. Don't waste your time and energy chasing after someone who isn't giving you the respect and attention you deserve. Your life, your value, your purpose, those are what should drive you, not her attention. When she sees you living without needing her, that's when the power shifts. Let her come back to you when she's ready. Here's the harsh truth. If you're chasing her, you're already losing. A woman will never respect or value a man who doesn't value himself first. Stop begging, stop pleading, and stop making her your whole world. When you shift the power back to you, you'll see how quickly things change. If you've been in this situation, I want to hear about it. Comment your experience below. Let's talk about how you're taking control of your life. I'll reach out to connect, and we'll work together to shift that power back where it belongs, in your hands.